What's cracking with your action figures? AKEEM Ali is who I be. Straight out the jack and don't know how to act. It's just your neighborhood handsome nigga.
It's the swag for me.
You got a whole time together.
What?
For sure.
That's pimping. You a pimp? Oh, see, he had to think about it. The Mac. It's giving Mac vibes.
For sure.
So the Southern God has been speaking super duper highly of you. He's been saying, you guys, you gotta get Akeem in here. If little baby walked in here, I wouldn't even care. Akeem is here. So welcome to the track, man, for sure. So this episode, I'm gonna let you start it off.
Hey, man, let them know a little bit about yourself. Where you from? What got you into music?
Man, first of all, since your friendly neighborhood handsome nigga, just as pretty as I can be, because God made it that way.
Here you
from Jackson, Mississippi, man. Born and raised, moved here 2016 to pursue music, but it didn't, fly the way I wanted it to right off the rip. So I had to kind of get out in the streets and, shake and move a little bit until it started popping for me. Met some people, put some plays in motion, and just got shit moving.
Yeah, man. See, that's how you do it, man. That's the metamorphosis, the change, the evolution.
Nah, for sure.
That's how it be. What you know about Tallahassee, man? Because you said all the way back to Tallahassee in the record. You know what I'm saying? Akeem Casanova. That's one of many hit records that he has. But that was one of the ones that set him apart from everybody else who's doing something different.
Yeah, I done met people from Tallahassee. I ain't never been though.
Okay.
I didn't, you say I done seen some from Arkansas or from Tallahassee.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just ain't never been though. I done been to Orlando, Tampa, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Destin, other places in Florida, but just not Tallahassee.
See those shout outs, you don't even realize how those affect your fans. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, nah.
I graduated from Fan
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was in Tallahassee for a good 6-7 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, he even shouted out little Tallahassee, man. I'm rocking with bro, off top, So that was something crazy. You know what I mean? So what is your favorite influence musically growing up?
Shit, growing up, I listened to so much stuff, bro. It's a mixture. If I had to just name a few, Boosie, Twista, Wayne, Usher, The Game, John Legend.
All good choices.
All good choices.
Yeah, it was just a whole melting pot of
nice choices.
different shit. So.
Yeah, so you really bring in the but so you brought, what made you come up with the character and the image of Akeem Casanova?
It was really just creativity. Just needing something to spark my creative juices, and I tell people all the time I did this thing where I took everything off my page and I wanted to rebrand myself for my image, for rapping, and I just wanted to show people what creativity looked like, and that was the thing that kind of sparked it, and just took it up out of here. I was kind of I ain't gonna say I was scared to do it. I was kind of skeptical about doing it at first because it's like a modern day metrosexual male, filing his fingernails, I'm pretty, I'm talking a certain way, so I was just like,
there's
niggas.
nothing wrong with a
I'm like,
well-manicured man.
It's saucy though. It's really
for sure.
That 70s Chicago, Detroit style, player type stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it was I don't know what it was about the timing too. Nobody was doing that at the time frame. It wasn't nobody doing. Even I know people probably gonna say something about it, but I feel like what's your boy name out of Cali?
Larry June?
No, not Larry June. Not Larry June. The old school cat.
Oh, you talking about Sugar Free?
Sugar Free.
Oh, yeah.
So I know Sugar Free been rapping like that for forever.
Sure.
But I feel like personally you made him relevant again. Because right after you did Akeem Casanova and your stuff started going crazy, his stuff started popping up. He released a new album, all this stuff just popped up right after that. So I was like, man, that made me like a whole nother art. I was like, I didn't even know who Sugar Free was.
Oh, really?
I'd never seen him before, never heard of him, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, that just opened my eyes to a whole genre of music. I'm like, I can listen to this all day.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? All of this type of vibes I can listen to. So it's creative and the spitting. Now tell people about some of this. Somebody got your phone close to the mic. Oh, there you go. Tell people about these freestyle challenges you got going right now.
Oh man, so I do this Hoodie King freestyles. There's another alter ego I got, and it's kind of like 1 minute murders, man. Like a 60-second battle rap, you know what I'm saying, to an instrumental of me and whoever else's choice. And it's just, you gotta come in and do your thing.
Man,
You can't play around.
how long does it really take for you to really formulate that in your head? Like, cause I've seen, I think all of them at this point, and it amazes me how you're such a wordsmith when it comes to the freestyling and the battle rapping type scenario.
I just let my mind do what it do. It's actually harder rapping them than it is writing them.
Okay.
So like actually reciting them and having to like make it, look like the look when y'all see it and do it in one take. It's harder to do that than it is to write it. So
I feel that. Anybody that came to mind that you feel like gave you a run for your money online?
Oh yeah, my dog Chisel franchise.
Okay.
Chisel the great. He's probably the only person that come close to like.
You got some songs with him?
Yeah, we got songs in the vault like that. We gon', you know what I'm saying? He was on my project doing all dirty on the song Water. Me, him, and Tip.
Okay.
So yeah.
So when was the time in your life that you did your first rap?
11. I wrote my first rap when I was 11. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good season age right there. I like that.
Can you remember what the rap was about?
I remember it verbatim.
What was it? Let me hear it.
Let me see. I was 11, and I wrote it to Chris Brown album had just came out. I was in the 5th grade. That's what's crazy. Let me see. I said, niggas surprised when I open my trunk, cause I'm killing the game with my pistol grip pump. I hate to creep with a tech on my side and a bulletproof vest when I ride. I gotta prove to these niggas that I ain't playing and everything be true that I'm saying. If you come at me wrong, homie, yeah, you better repent. You thinking I'ma back down, boy, you got me bent. I was raised in the ghetto by crooks and killers where niggas be teaching me how to be a drug dealer. While I'm out here trying to get rich before dying, a lot of little niggas out here ain't trying. See, all I rock is dickers and jabos, still tipping on foes, throwing bowls. Yeah, you niggas out here ain't appreciating my dedication and communication with anticipation. Now you hate me. Yeah, I wrote that shit when I was like 11.
At 11?
Yeah.
You was listening like that at 11?
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you something. I was like, when I was that young, Boosie had this line in the song, like, he was a reverend of the ghetto, and he was like, if it was one nigga, if it was somebody I wanted to be when I was younger, it was Boosie. I had like the Boosie fade and everything. But then I was listening to Wayne too, because the Drought 3 had just dropped.
Right.
So I was
Classic.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure,
and Boosie was rocking Jabos. He had every color scrap bows you could probably think of.
I remember that. Okay, so since you
and I literally never had a pair of Jabos when I was little. I was just like, my head was so gone listening to Boosie, bro.
Right.
I was just like, my cousin gave me a pair of Jabos one time. It was like a 32 in the waist. And dog, I probably wore like a 12. I was in the 5th grade.
Right.
No, it was like 6th grade, like the next year. I wore like a 12 in the waist, and it was a 32. I had to roll them up. It was like so far. Going to the little teen club and shit. And I was like, I'm clean and shit. I mean,
I'm clean.
Yeah.
I keep them clean though.
Yeah.
See, that's another artist that shows love to Florida, man. So, you know, it's crazy the reach that artists be having. Y'all don't even know.
Yeah, I love Boosie. But he was like, Jackson, like, right next door to Louisiana, Baton Rouge. So he was in Jackson all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. If you ain't know who Boosie was,
You was on the rock song.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
So which song you think you wrote the fastest? That you like? And you just knocked it out.
The fastest. I got a lot of them. It just be like when I go to the studio if I'm feeling it. I don't know what mood I'm in. I don't know what's really going on. It's just like, as soon as I hear it, it just come out. I really can't even tell you. Sometimes it's just like I'm possessed or something just rapping through me. I don't even have to like think about it. There have been times where I done spent like weeks or a month or something writing a song. I literally had like the hook sitting in my phone with the instrumental, and it's probably taken me 2-3 months to actually do the song. And there's times where I go in the studio. Yeah, for sure. And there's times where I go in and hear the beat, and it's like, it's a no-brainer. Just knock it out. But it's a couple of songs. I got a song called Spin. It's mostly some of my new songs though. Like the old ones, it's just kind of like whatever.
So take me back to a time in your life where really I want to know what the exact moment was when you realized that this is what you want to do with your life.
I would say like when it got rough for me and like hard after spending all my money on it, and I was kind of like, I went for broke with it and still kept like, you know what I'm saying, pushing the buttons on it. You know what I'm saying? Had the urge to want to do it. It wasn't even about the money at that point. I really was just kind of feeling played from nobody in particular. But I'm like, I done spent my money, went to the studio, these songs ain't coming out sounding how I want them to sound. And I was driving back here from Mississippi one day, and it was like, man, I just spent like $1,500 at the studio this weekend, and I was like, my bank account got 2 figures in it, and I was just like, bruh, like rent finna be due, like what is going on? And that was like one time, that's probably like the only time I really could have cried though on some, you know what I'm saying? Cause you be so in love with it that it's like when it don't go your way, it'll mess your world up. Like I tell people, like your love life, when stuff ain't going right with your significant other, people can tell. Like when you in a rough patch and like, you know, or you find out some bad news or something, like, you know, with your family or something, or with the thing you care about the most. People see it on your face and you wear it. And I got back home and I was just like, dog, I was defeated. And I kept going. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna thug it out. That was when I knew, like, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
All right, nice. Out of your whole repertoire, what's your favorite? Which is your favorite record that you like to perform?
To perform, my favorite song that I got is called "Rolling." Yeah.
And what makes that record so special to you?
It's kind of like a collective of the things that I be feeling most of the time, and like, you know what I'm saying, stuff I be wanting to say or tell the people. And it's just like it's inspirational for me. When I wrote it, the way I felt about it when I wrote it, and you know the stuff I said in it. So it's probably my favorite song that's out right now.
Do you like when you shop and do like Instagram? Do you respond to a lot of messages that be coming in, or you kind of try to set up a team of people to address your Instagram and social media?
Yeah, I try to address people while I can right now. And while it's still like genuine, I don't want them to be talking to somebody or somebody talking through me, because people ain't gonna put stuff exactly how I would put it down in my head. You know what I'm saying? And as bad as I want to talk or say something or respond to everybody, I have to be selective about who I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? With, you know.
What do you think is the best approach to promote yourself on Instagram for you? If I was to ask you right now, what is working best for you in posting on social media?
Rapping. I found that when I just rap and do what I'm supposed to do, it go how it's supposed to go for me. When you in the right place, or you putting connecting the dots and putting it all together like you're supposed to be doing, that's when it go. Other than that, it's just being out and getting familiar with people. Like when people see your face all the time, it's certain people like I didn't know who they was, and I was out here and saw their face all the time. I was like, who is this person? Like New Face. I don't know if y'all know New Face. Everybody knows New Face. You see New Face everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So just being familiar with people, and just for me, it's just like when I get on there and start rapping and punching them buttons, it just start going off. You know. Shout out to my boy Martin Norman, blew their DMs and stuff up when I dropped this record called Akeem Casanova, and they reached out to me and got me on the show. And it was eventful to say the least. You know what I'm saying? We changed the trajectory of it, and you know, like the traditional, I guess the traditional way they was doing the interviews on there.
Nice.
And turn it into something else, more fun and more interactive for the artists and stuff like that. So yeah.
So who haven't you already worked with that you would want to work with in the future? Because you definitely worked with a couple people already. It's you know, Chico Bean, Carlos Miller, Snoop Dogg is mentioned up here as well.
Yeah.
So who would you want to work with that you haven't already?
Oh man, Wayne, Kendrick Lamar, Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak, Drake, probably be one of them.
Nice.
Cole. Yeah, I don't know about it. That's pretty much it. I don't be too bent off working with like a whole bunch of people. And if I work with them or not, I'm okay. But it would be nice to do it, you know.
So you're an artist that would prefer to have your own songs versus having to depend on a feature.
I'm a one-stop shop.
Period.
I feel like I can get it done. You know what I'm saying? And then I mostly be wanting to work with people around me, because I mean, people at the top, they don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't need us. I be wanting to kind of like help bring people up with me. While I'm trying to shine a light on people that folks don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure. Yeah. For sure. Dope. So we got a record. What record do we have? Let's get into one of the records. If you have to describe your style of music for the people that are not familiar with your style of music, how would you describe it? Playa.
I'm like 3 people. Well, like 3. If I had to give like 3 albums or mixtapes that describe my style, how I think it is, it's gonna be Thriller, No Ceilings, and Good Kid, Mad City.
So we'll be back in a few seconds, man. I'm gonna drop some hot records from King Casanova. My dog King James in the building, Q and me. Let's go.
The trap.
The trap. There it is. There it is. Hey, he got lyrics. He got lyrics for days. I see it. It's kind of like I got an old school feel on it with new school swag type situation, even with the dress and the attire. You know what I'm saying? You look like you belong in a Temptations movie.
Hey man,
I can see that. I can see that, man. You need to cast for a role as a director in the other room, actually, going on a play, man. If you like them movies and stuff like that.
No, for real, though.
Because you got that look, bro. You got that look, man. And I did want to dabble in a little bit of directing and acting and all that stuff, too. So I check talent. I love to check talent. So you definitely have that. You definitely got them bars.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Boy, Decepticons to sponsor you right there.
Man, I'm telling you.
He definitely believes in you and everything. And he was completely right. He has them bars.
Of course.
I like the swag. I like the track swag on the record. I was really bobbing that thing real good. So, yeah, I'm definitely a fan. I'm a new fan.
Appreciate it, bro.
And the demeanor's dope, too.
Oh yeah, it's the whole swag for me. It's the whole swag for me. The whole persona for me. So you've been doing this for a minute now, from Mississippi now to ATL. You got the new records out, the old records that have been blasting forever. Akeem Casanova. So let's talk a little bit about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So what are the good, the bad, and the ugly that you've experienced so far with being an artist?
I wouldn't tell people that it's anything bad.
We want to hear it. We want to hear it. Tonight's segment is about janky promoters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta tell the
I
truth.
heard a little bit about the story we come in because, actually I'm about to put out like a blacklist because I want the scamming to stop and everything. A lot of foolishness out there. So, we like to hear about it. You got experience, man. Go on ahead and put it in the wind.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing, but the worst of it, man, is like the uncertainty of everything.
Right.
Up and down with like being paid or just not knowing if people gonna feel the same way you feel about your music, and you have like this attachment to it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's your baby after you created it, and you worried about people feeling the same way that you feel, and it's just so unconventional, you know what I'm saying? When you don't want to work a job and you want to just rap, like it's times when I'm like, you know what I'm saying, bank account is lower than a snake belly. And I have to just kind of like put on a smile and just, be who I got to be for the people, and they don't need to know what's going on behind closed doors. So,
Indeed. Take it.
Okay.
But it's rewarding though when your songs are like what people need them to be for them. You know what I'm saying? When you got people telling you, man, this song helped me. This did that for me. I was depressed. I was going through this and that. And you have those stories, so it motivates you to keep going. That's probably the best part of it.
For sure. Is it a song that you have already out or on a project that's out that you particularly don't like but everybody else likes? It always be like that now.
Yeah. Dang.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's like
because what the artist likes is most of the time it's not it's not the same to what everybody else likes. Everybody else will like one record and the artist will like something else.
Yeah, but you know what? For the most part, people tend to like most of the things that I like. I will say that I don't know if I put it on there, it's because I did like it.
Exactly.
I would say people tend to like something more than I like it sometimes, and it's like I don't think I have a song that people. Akeem Casanova was one of them. I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
People liked it so much that it forced me into a lane, and I was just kind of like, I tell people all the time, like, I was just playing.
They're like, no, run with this.
You gotta do this now.
And you gotta listen to them when they tell you now.
And it made me stop liking it. It made me stop liking all of it. Cause I was just like, it's a part of me, but it's not like all the way me. You know what I'm saying? You wake up a different person every day. Some days I wake up happy. Some days I wake up like, get the hell out of my face. Some days I wake up like, I'm gonna go to church. Some days I wake up like, I just wanna go to brunches. You know what I'm saying? Stand on couches at 11:45. I ain't trying to go to church today. So it's just like, that's just how I was feeling that day. And now it's like, I gotta be there every day for people. So yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna jump in. We're gonna jump into some more intricate stuff. So let me ask you this: if you wanted to date a celebrity, who would it be?
SZA.
Ooh, that would be fly. Them together, that would be fly. Hey, SZA.
It would be.
Call in.
It would have been like, I ain't gonna say who it would have been because I guess that'd be a slap in the face if it ain't them no more. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick to scissors.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't speak that into the atmosphere.
All right. If you was a fruit, what fruit would you be and why?
A pineapple or a mango. For one, yellow my favorite color, and for two, like who don't like good pineapples? And like mangoes when they good.
Pineapples.
Yeah, like pineapple's just like a fruit that's like, man, you know what I'm saying? And I guess it ain't the healthiest, but it do what it need to do.
It's healthy.
Not the healthiest.
It's not the healthiest. You're right.
Yeah, you can't. It's too acidic. You know what I'm saying? You eat pineapples for too long, your tongue. You start feeling it on your tongue. I don't know if y'all had that feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think yeah. Indeed.
So you have to put it down for a little while and then come back to it like the next day.
And come back to it.
Yeah.
But they are good. That's addictive.
Man, what?
They
Especially
are.
when you get them like good and ripe and sweet, not the tart ones though.
No, sweet.
Tart ones. Yeah. And mangoes too. I think they yellow mangoes. I like those sweet ones. Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that got the green on it, they ain't already ready.
Not at all.
No, they not ready.
Well, you know they actually got yellow mangoes. Not like so we can see them like green and red, and they can still be good on the outside. But they actually have some that are like yellow. I just found that out like this week. I was like,
I didn't even know that too. I ain't been seeing it.
Yeah,
I'm
found
gonna
out
check
today.
out. I'm gonna go look for a yellow. I'm gonna really go look for a yellow mango.
America got some weird stuff going on with their agriculture. Because if you go to any other country, like even just bananas, you know how many different types of bananas?
nah,
there
for
are?
sure.
Because they're
And we only
making the
have one
stuff.
type- Nah, it's not even that. They cloned all the bananas
Yeah, they're
that
not.
we eat, the ones that we're used to seeing. Those were all cloned from one tree a long time ago. It's been about like 70 years.
What?
It's the same
Yeah, it's made in a lab.
genetically identical banana tree. They just keep splitting it off, just like you do with the green. If you was to cultivate some marijuana, for instance, or some CBD, we should say, how you take the clones and you replant it. It's still the same. Yeah, it's still the same plant. That's what they did, but very carefully with Chiquita, the whole Chiquita bananas. They're all the same tree.
They're all
I like
the same.
those.
All the same plant.
So they
No
just-
genetic variation.
They
at all.
was able to kind of just get one plant, and this is the banana, and we're gonna keep this same banana.
Yeah,
I
And
guess
it's
feed
because
America with the same banana.
it was a marketing ploy to make it to where people associated banana brands with Chiquita banana because they had the yellow bananas. But in other countries, a banana can be very ripe and ready to eat green. We were always taught that if it's green, it's not ripe to eat. That's just this genetic version of the bananas that Chiquita put out. That's it. They have like a monopoly on the market share like worldwide.
I don't trust none of the
I
food.
didn't know there was such things like blood oranges.
Oh yes, see
Like
stuff like
red.
that.
I didn't know that
I thought
either.
grapefruit was just like a, you know what I'm saying? But it's like an actual red orange on the inside. It's a blood orange.
Yeah,
A blood on it.
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure. There's a lot of fruit
They're
that
delicious
just be
too.
like,
I never knew about a blood on.
just like they got like black olives and green olives.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's just, it'd be a bunch of different stuff.
You just gotta go to an international food market. One of these like African markets or one
Oh
of these
yeah, like
Asian
they got
markets.
the market in DeKalb.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
Is that the farmer market?
yeah. Farmers market. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
they'll have some of that out there
They
too.
probably for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
I always go past the farmers market, but I never actually stopped in.
Man, stop
it out.
Oh, you gotta go in there.
Do you like a
Everything
fast?
fresh.
Do you like a fast or a cleanse for like a month, bro? Like it do you some good, like mentally, physically, and everything. Like if you want to lose weight, just do a fruit and vegetable diet for like a month. I promise you, you lose like 15 pounds just dieting alone, and then have you feeling better than everybody too.
Nice. This is natural.
More
Natural.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. The healthier you feel, it really have your head like you be thinking you better than everybody. That's why the people who eat good talk to us a certain way. Like you put that in your body.
How dare you?
Like, bro, just hold on. It's just a piece of chicken. Like, but them vegans really be like talking to us like they superior. And I see why they do it though.
Because it's a lot of stuff in the food. Like a lot of the food
Yeah.
isn't even real. Like a lot of the, like most of the vegetables and fruits that do not have actual seeds in them, it's not like something that grew out of the ground has seeds in it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have seeds in it, guess what? It's made in the lab.
It's a clone.
It's made in the lab. That's
Wow.
crazy. So yeah, that's exactly why they talk to us like that. Like you eating that,
Like talking to somebody and you be like, you ain't know that already?
right?
Yeah, no, I just didn't know.
Interesting. Hey, you learn something new every day.
Nah, for
Every
sure.
day.
Every day, man. So anything you want to tell the South Side, man, before you get up out of here, man. Also tell us what your Instagram, how to find you, and what your new projects is coming up.
Man, AKEEM Ali on all social media platforms. I love Atlanta. I had a hard time adjusting when I got here. It was different. This is a different place. And sometimes I don't believe it's a real place, but I love it though. It's the
I love Atlanta.
I tell people like Atlanta takes care of their people, and y'all don't let nobody do nothing to nobody out here. Now we can beef with Atlanta, but don't nobody else need to beef with Atlanta. But we will get on your
depending
your high
on the
part.
community that you keep.
Nah, it's just Atlanta is I don't know, man. It's a community.
It's a
You know what I'm saying?
conglomerate
Literally, you know what I'm
of
saying.
everything.
And y'all look after y'all people.
Yeah.
That's why Atlanta is leading the game for rappers right now. The South is leading, but Atlanta really be in the lead.
Like they said, the South got something to say.
Nah, for sure. But man, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying. If you out there and you're hearing this right now, go to Instagram, go to Twitter, and follow me. And if you don't, swallow me. Appreciate it.